Hello, my name is Heather Littlefield, and I am going to be recording my Week 2 podcast for Physics 111. This was the second week of Physics 111 day class. Because of the Labor Day holiday, we were only able to have one class session, but plenty of information got covered. All of the questions from last week were answered, and answered in full detail. This class covered the technology portion of our syllabus, but also went into the study of motion. We began class by logging into the computers and creating our own personal e-portfolios through the CGCC website. We then registered for Google Docs, Twitter, and YouTube. All of these accounts are to be used for class document sharing between both the teacher and other students. Next, we split up into groups of 3 and learned how to use our class movie software for our weekly podcasts. Each group created, titled, and posted an introduction for YouTube practice. Finally came the part of the class focusing on motion. We began using large flip charts to write down everything we knew and any questions we had about motion. Then as a class, we shared all this information with each other. After that, we used a program called Logger Pro to experiment with different directions and speed of motion. We did 3 tests, one moving away from the sensor slowly, one moving away quickly, and one moving towards the sensor. The graphs that appeared for each motion were charted in our notebooks. After class, we had to take a quiz testing what we had learned about motion, and then use our new computer knowledge to record our weekly summaries. This class relieved any stress I was feeling about this semester. All of the fears I had about the technological aspect have been resolved. I still have to practice with all the equipment, but all the instructions seem pretty clear. I no longer fear webcams and blogs. And even though I may never use the Twitter account or the blogs, it was nice that David went through everything step by step. Also, the motion portion was helpful as it worked as a refresher for me as far as graphs and slopes. And the program that we used gave us a hands-on understanding of how direction and speed appear in graph form. Now comes the actual application of everything we learned this week. Although I feel confident in class, doing it myself outside of the classroom may be a totally different story. Hopefully I will not get overwhelmed and I can follow the steps that have been provided for me. Once I have figured it all out on my own, I should have no problem repeating it throughout the semester. Also, I need to become very comfortable with the ideas of motion, as they will probably be very important for our project involving race cars. This project will probably be done next week, so I need to be ready. This week was the final stage in getting us ready for the semester. Now it appears that all is set up and prepared, and it is finally time to get into the actual physics. This week was short, but a lot of information was given to us. Hopefully I can absorb it all quickly and move on smoothly to the next step.